Good morning. Hello. How are you guys? I'm doing good. Better than the last clip that, if you've watched already, I know you probably have. But I've been going through it the past couple of weeks, but really, some shit was hitting internally with the twin flame ordeal. And so, you guys, I did not hear from him. I didn't text him. I just drove to his house. And speaking with my friend, she was just like, I kind of gave her, I guess, my part of the confusion or whatnot. And so she was just saying, I wouldn't see why she was saying, like, if it was me, I feel that you deserve some sort of a better closure and understanding, So she was saying if it was her, she would have done something. And I wanted to do it, but I was, I don't know. So, I did that. I went Sunday and just drove to his house, showed up, and we talked. He obviously didn't expect it, wasn't prepared for it, and I apologized in the sense because what I was trying to do, it was confusing and I couldn't just communicate normal, and so I wasn't trying to project. I ended up projecting on him. He took it personal, which, I mean, it's understandable. These are feelings and emotions attached, and like love and caring about each other. And so when you get shut down like that or pushed away in a sense, when he's feeling that he's trying so hard and doing the best that he can, and then it's like I'm over here wanting certain things, wanting him to want it a certain way, a desire or a title or something like that. So I watched back my video, and watching it was just like, wow. I think I am going through the spiritual awakening and the ego death, like breaking in the ego death in the sense of the expectations of wanting a relationship or having that title. I'm trying to still hang on to it, but still break free from it. Because when I went there and talked to him, I guess I asked him because my friend's his sister-in-law texted, because I texted her right before I went and I didn't see a car, and so I texted her because I was trying to see if he was there. But anyways, the way it communicated, it didn't play out, or like she was like kind of up in the air, like, well, did she go? Like, what's going on? What happened? So anyways, I went ahead and sent her a picture, and it was a picture of me and him, and we kissed. And so I said, kissed and made up. And that's what I asked him. I said, so is that what I can tell her? Kissed and made up? And he was like, yeah. And so it's just been like that. That's that. There's still he didn't say, yes, we're in a relationship. Yes, you can put, like, we are together. Like, it wasn't like that. So I'm thinking that's where I'm like, I just have to accept the fact that, you know what, I don't need that title. Maybe I don't need that title. And I say maybe is because I'm still detaching from expectations of society. Society, you expect it. If you're in a relationship, two people are hanging out, or they are a good match, that they have to be in a relationship, but there's expectations from me, in that. And I'm trying to stop with the expectations because it's dumb. This is why so many people walk around fucked up in the head, because they don't feel that they're fucking enough for this person or that. And it's not about that. Internally, you've got to be enough for yourself. Damn it, that felt good to say that. I am enough, and I know that. I know I'm enough, but damn society, whoo! The expectations that, the social media land, the validation of wanting love and likes and comments and interaction, and wow. Really, like, honestly. It's dumb. When that ego part of me, that ego death that I'm talking about, that's all the ego. The ego is wanting to be something, like, I'm this, I'm a mother, I have my own business, like that type of thing, or something along those lines, or I'm divorcee, I'm sober, I'm this. We title ourselves. Why? To feel better about ourselves? To give some sort of something? When internally, we are enough. Why do we need those titles? See, I'm getting somewhere, you guys, in my head with this. Some people, you may not connect to this, and that's cool, but it's making sense to me right now, because, yeah. So real quick, let me just say this. I have an affirmation card in between my legs, and I pulled it and I did not read it, so I wanted to read it for the first time out loud with you guys. Today is a fresh start. Today is a brand new day that I will embrace as a new beginning and make the most of this day. Yes, that's a good affirmation card. I wanted to say that real quick because I looked down and I saw it in between my legs, and I was like, let me get this affirmation card and say it real quick. 'Cause my affirmation cards have been kind of hitting along the lines of what's going on in my world. So yeah, all right. I'm going to read that here again in a minute, or probably before I finish this clip. But anyways, today is a new day. So that's telling me today is a new day, like letting go of pent up frustration, confusion, sadness, or whatnot that no longer deserves to be with me, and let it go. And today is a new day. Yeah. So grateful, blessed in so many ways. Is that the highs and the lows they're gonna roll, they're gonna roll. And I'll tell you, recently is the only time, I guess, through this therapy where I've even mentioned or come out and said that the words of not feeling enough or not being enough. And so just a little Sunday. But anyways, the highs and the lows, and learning from this, and not saying that, this is the first time going through this therapy session. Is like really the first time that I've like ever recalled saying I'm not enough, or feeling a certain way internally of not being enough, because I freaking know I'm enough. Like, legit, I know this. Like, I may not be enough for everybody. I may not be enough for you. I may not be enough for my children. I may not be enough for others. But I am enough for myself. And that's what matters. When I was talking about going back to, like, validation and support and feeling not enough, it all ties together. And then when I listened back to my clip, I listened when I was sitting there talking about, I had said, so I had so many views on, it was my clip that, I think it was something along the lines like, I love my vessel, or clean eating, something like that. Anyways, I was wanting that validation. Internal. And it's crazy when you want something you don't have, you will not get it. If you are focused in the sense of feeling not enough and wanting validation to others to love and like that you posted this certain thing, you know. And it wasn't that I wanted people to like and love it. Like, I wanted validation. I was wanting I don't know how to explain. It's so weird. I was wanting that validation within myself. And others giving or liking and commenting, I have put in my head that that's validation. It's comforting, it is. But, so it wasn't like I was looking for it though, but like when it smacks you in the face like that, because when I watched back that, and I was like, I don't ever pay attention to the likes or the views, or I really don't. But I had a comment on one to where I clicked it, and then when it shows, there's a little box. So anyways, when I did see that, I was just like, wow, that's a lot of views and only one like, one love. Wow. So anyways, when I went back to watch that, and I watched my clip a couple times, it was playing in my head, and I was like, oh, I have things coming, that words are coming out. Things have mentioned, so it's like stuff when I was listening to it, okay, keywords I heard myself say divorce 2 times, or in marriage involvement, like 2 different times. Like, I mentioned my divorce, that, like that. I also mentioned friends with benefit twice. So those were like, it zapped me when I was like, oh, why did I say those words? Like, what those words pierced in out at me. And that's when I was realizing I needed to be like, okay, what's going on? So then I was like, okay, wait. But then I kept on watching. And then when it went into where it was stating that so many views and only one like, and then it hit me, and I was just like, duh, Jennifer, you gotta fucking love yourself. Nobody in this world, you gotta love yourself. And that's the truth. Like, you ultimately just have to be okay with yourself and love and accept yourself, and stop trying to find validation in others. Like, and that just smacked me. I was just like, I can have all the views and whatnot, but I ultimately need to be loving myself and accept myself. And if it's that I'm not enough for others, then that's on them for not being enough. And that's like the same thing with me. If they're not enough for me, then that's on me for them not being enough or meeting the needs or whatnot. So yeah, it's just been, I think that's kind of when it smacked me. And then I was just like, okay, so the whole titling thing, and then like, you know, that rolls into like wanting to be in a relationship. And, you know, that's the title, like I said, just how society's, the expectations or suggestions that's how we should live our lives. It's crazy. I do feel I am very, 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 very vulnerable. Like, I have shared some stuff on here, and inside, I think that's the whole ego part, is like, because a part of me is like, I'm letting go. I am working on letting go of what everybody cares. Like, I'm trying to let go of what my mom cared, I'm trying to let go of what my dad, I'm trying to let go of what, just the people in my life and my circle. I'm just trying to let go of everything, of the judgment. I'm trying to let my thoughts stop and feel that I have to constantly try to be like, hide parts of me. And it's like, I don't need to hide parts of me. I should be able to be me and love myself. matter what. So the vulnerability that I've put myself into, I did it for myself, but I also did it because I hope that my children will understand that the reason I've made certain choices is because of what I've been through, and it hasn't been all that great of a wonderful, happy, hunky-dory experience of everything. And that's okay. But when people go through that, hurt people bleed on others. And I did not, like, we don't mean to bleed, right? Like, we just don't mean to bleed. How'd you guys twist? There we go. So, yeah, it just had wanted to share this and be vulnerable. So when, I guess, the timing is right, this will cross the path of whoever will need it. And I'm just sharing it and going through it right now. It is something sharing it here because, again, it goes into the validation, and which I don't need validation. I don't want that. Don't want it, because that's playing into so I have to go internally and fix it to myself, and I know I'm enough, and just be grateful and focus on what I do have and not focus on what I don't have, because I just have no desire to continue to feel in that, which doesn't happen often. So and I also took it for the Mercury retrograde, as well as on top of purging childhood stuff and whatnot. So emotions, they rock you, things. And so, yeah. But yeah, I went, and I guess we said we kissed and made up, but there's no title. I'm not a girlfriend. I'm not in a relationship on my social media. But we're today, for the day, we choose each other. So it is what it is. And, I'm just going to let go of the darn titles and just let it be. And, they say sometimes be careful how you do things, because sometimes you can face them and it'll mirror back to you. And, well, I'll be damned, that's the truth, because there's been a time or two where somebody wanted to be in a relationship with me, and I didn't want a relationship. Didn't want that title. I wanted my freedom and no tie downs and no expectations. And so, yeah. And here I am, I'm facing it, my own self. So it's true. They say be careful. Yeah. So I guess it is what it is. And I was so happy that I just stepped out of that, because my stubborn self was like, don't leave it alone. Just walk away. There's you're not going to change it. You're not going to control this scenario. And so anyways, I was proud of myself because I stepped out of that, and I was just like, F it. I'm going. I'm doing it. Oh, I did record my drive over there. I'm not going to share it. I'm probably not going to share it. But I did, that was a lot of energy. Nerves and whatnot. But it turned out, there was no plan. There was no way. I had no thoughts in my head of how it was going to happen. I literally just went. And so, and since then we have, slept next to each other. So that was nice. I missed him, sleeping next to him. I just don't know how to explain it, you guys. Like, it's not about romantic connection in that sense of like that desire. It's not like that. It's I feel at home just being in the same space. I was telling him when we were talking, and I was like trying to, because like he needs and wants, like he has to take care of himself and take care of his life and whatnot. And so on days that like he needs to do something and whatnot, I'm like, well, can I like work alongside you doing something else, like just so we can be in the same area, to be that like, that's what it's just like I said, it's just like it's my soul. He's the other, like these twin flames. Some people don't. Okay, let me break it down in a better understanding. A twin flame is your soul, like your internal soul, split to two different bodies. And generally, I think I've already shared where there could be an age gap, differences or whatever. Well, I don't know if I shared with you guys, but our age gap is 11 years. So, yeah, it's weird because I, of all, like going through my past of my relationships, I dated nothing but older men, and had no true attraction to younger men whatsoever. And yeah, he's 11 years younger than me, and so that's where I was just like, because at the beginning of all this and like piecing it all together, and I'm just like, that's what I'm saying, like, what, this is bizarre, because I would have never intentionally wanted a younger, like, best friend, partner, whatever he wants to call himself. I mean, he is my best friend. I feel his soul is part of mine. It's part of mine. It's so weird. Yes, we're different people, though. That's the thing. We're two different people in the body. Like, you have a people and then you have soul. Like, it's just, it's pretty extraordinary, I think. Just adjusting and, like, because, yeah. Anyways. I enjoyed just being around in the same space. So sleeping next to him, it was that comfort, because I will tell you that 2-week separation, whatever you want to call it, no talk, no nothing. Oh my God, that drove me mad crazy. I love you too. I love you too. I love you too. I love you too, universe. Thank you so, so, so much. Thank you so much. Guess what, you guys? Guess where I'm at? I'm literally stopped at 143rd. Love you. Thank you. I just love it. Whew, the internal feeling that I get, like, just moments like that. Yeah. Blessed and thankful. Like, see? What more do I need? That is enough. That is enough. It is enough. Yes, it is enough. I have a universe sending me signals. I have a kick-ass spiritual team. It's amazing. That's enough. That's what I needed. My signs are enough. Why do I need validation from anybody else? Thank you. Okay. All right. Anywho. Yeah. All right. So that's that. Real quick, I just wanted to also share that I'm in the area of focusing of trying to detox my children from heavy metals and parasites. I'll let you know how that's all going to go. But I'm now to a point where that the food I was letting my children eat without really having like the knowledge that I have now, I'm saddened and sickened that I even introduced it to their lives, and I wish I would have known just exactly how disgusting our food that we put in our body and what it's doing to us. I am a vegan / vegetarian on certain days. There are like very few days where I'm at a place and there's like some cheese on something, or if there was like egg in if someone used egg in the bread. I don't trip hard. I don't like freak out and be like, oh my God. What I do in that sense for me is because in my heart and where I'm at in the eating of animal flesh or animal product, I take a moment and I give thanks to that particular animal that provided for me. It's something for me. I never thought I would think like that. I used to eat meat so much, and I was like, I'll never be a vegan, all that, and here I am. I'm a vegan. Every day is like a vegan. Like I said, very, very rare will I flex and handle the egg in a bread, like a mixed bread. But now I'll tell you, like fried rice, it was weird. I was eating some fried rice, and then I caught the egg, and I was like, what? And I would never. It's not like I meant to do this to myself. So it was just naturally, I guess because I asked the universe to remove what no longer serves a purpose. And, the universe really feels that, the animal meat, flesh and all that is just it's not for us. And I know that. And we were misled. And so I educate my children, and they're still eating it, and I still let them, but I very well let them know, listen, the meat you're eating has metals in it. Also has parasites and worms. I have parasites and worms. I'm gonna detox and cleanse myself. And parasites are in vegetables and fruits, and you know what I mean. It's just in our diet, and so it is not taught that over here in the United States that you should deworm every 6 months, and that's exactly what you should do. Over in other countries, they do, and they actually look at us as really bizarre and weird that we do not do it every 6 months, starting at the age of 2. So yes, I've seen some things about before and afters and whatnot, and I'll share a bit here. I won't share pictures, but I'll share kind of my before and after thoughts of this detox worming thing. But anyways, I am also really kind of trying to focus and pinpoint on that. Well, I got hearts in the sky. Yes. Oh, blessed. So beautiful. Hey, heart sister, I love you. And I can't wait to see you. And yes, I think of you a lot when I have hearts in the sky. I do. I think of a lot of things, but the hearts in the sky is definitely a connect to my heart sister. For sure. My spiritual team is kick-ass, but, I'm not budding, but anyways, yes. Hearts in the sky. Yay. Okay, I gotta go. Love and light to each and every single one of you. Thank you for being here and listen to my craziness. Because, yes. All right. Love to you and love to myself. Have a great day. Bye.